Hacked data, leaked secrets and a fight for truth that spanned continents. Today, after spending more than a decade as a wanted man, Wikileaks founder Julian Assange could at last be set free.
If you're seeing this, it means he is out.
Julian will be on a plane on the way to freedom.
After 1,901 days in prison, more than a decade in confinement, a multitude of long and extraordinary legal battles, this is Julian Assange, leaving London's maximum security Belmarsh prison, boarding a private plane.
Things are moving very quickly.
The US government and Assange striking a deal after the Wikileaks founder agreed to plead guilty to one count of espionage in exchange for his freedom.
The cost to Julian, of course, has been deprived of freedom for all these years in the battle for journalistic freedom, freedom to publish, foundation of democracy.
Assange, a hacker turned whistleblower turned global celebrity and a father of two, was pursued relentlessly by US authorities for publishing hundreds of thousands of secret US military documents supplied by Chelsea Manning in 2010, including this damning video of US forces mistakenly killing civilians and journalists in Iraq.
Clear.
This was an Australian citizen. He was not a citizen of the United States.
What was Julian Assange's crime? His crime was calling out the war crimes of the United States military.
Facing mounting pressure from Australia,
the US lawmakers just weren't ready for the amount of cross-party support there was for Julian and his plight.
Assange's case has been a diplomatic headache for the US administration.
To be pursuing a case like that in an election year where the president is framing this fight as one about the heart and soul of American democracy, that just became untenable. And I think Biden in particular wanted the issue to go away as much as the Australian government did.
The 52-year-old, due to be sentenced to 62 months of jail time already served on the Pacific island of Saipan, a US territory, tomorrow.
Regardless of the views that people have, the case has dragged on for too long, and we want him brought home to Australia.
Assange on the brink of a win after having lost a quarter of his life behind bars, his freedom now finally in reach.
Thank you. I can say in earnest that without your support, this would have never materialized. This important day of joy, the day of Julian's freedom. So thank you so much.
Julian's brother, Gabriel Shipton, is in France right now, from where he joins us. Gabriel, did you ever think this day would come?
Well, I mean, it's pretty overwhelming, Waleed. I didn't really think it would come. I've been in contact with Julian over the week as he, prepared to get on this plane and was preparing all the back and forth with this. And he's been, incredibly anxious, but also very excited, and very relieved that this fight is finally over. It's incredible. Fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly and that, he can feel some Australian sun on his face in the next couple of days.
I can imagine the relief, the excitement, all of it. There'll be a million different emotions. I have to say, this caught all of us by surprise. Like, it's one of those things you just, it's over all of a sudden like that. What was it like for you?
Yeah, I mean, just totally overwhelming, Waleed. We've been fighting this fight. It's been a bloody long slog, and we're just very relieved and excited to see Julian. Feels so good for Julian as well that he'll be able to just do something normal, like have a meal with his family and recuperate. It's taken its toll on him, this long fight, and he needs some time to rest and get some energy back and get better from the toll that this has taken on his body and his mind.
And extraordinary things like meet his children in the flesh. Like, that will be extraordinary.
Yes, I mean, they're so cute, those two little boys, Max and Gabriel. I'm so happy that they're able to, hopefully be back with their father any day soon. Can't say thank you enough to everybody who's been working on this behind the scenes, the grassroots supporters. The Australian media has been incredible in raising this issue continually, helping the public understand what's really at stake. So a big shout out to all of you at the project as well. I know you've covered this relentlessly over the years.
The plea deal is for time served, but Julian Assange is officially guilty. Was that a difficult thing for him to accept?
Yeah, it's hard for me to comment on the plea deal until it's totally finalised. We need that to go smoothly to get Julian home. So I don't want to comment too much on the plea deal, but obviously Julian has spent the last 13 years detained in one way or another. Being out of prison it's saved his life. This plea deal has saved his life, and I think we have to look at it like that. And really, the effort from the Australian government in coordinating everything and getting this deal together and Julian on a plane, we're very thankful for that as well, and to all the Australian people who it wouldn't have been possible for the government to do this without their support as well. So I think we're just so relieved that Julian is free now and he's survived. He's survived this ordeal, which I think is, he's an absolutely amazing man for just surviving this, let alone all the work that he was able to accomplish with Wikileaks.
Gabriel, I'm struggling to wrap my own head around this. We can see in your face, your smile, your joy at the hope that Julian's going to be here very, very soon. What do you hope life is like for you? I mean, you'll be able to sit at a dinner table together, you'll be able to go to the movies together. Like, does that feel real?
Yeah, Julian, I think his life has changed now. If we look back 13 years ago, when he was initially detained, he didn't have this sort of fame or notoriety that he does now. So I'm not sure he'll be able to go out and enjoy a film. He did speak, about maybe going out at night when there's nobody around and visiting some of the places, that he loved in Melbourne or around Australia. So, yeah, can't imagine what it's going to be like, but looking forward to that journey nonetheless.
I don't think anyone would begrudge you that joy, Gabriel. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and he's hoping the deal gets closed.
Yeah, thanks again to you all as well. Thanks so much.